The film that the Good Movie Podcast was made for, because this was a good movie. We saw Cocaine Bear.
We did.
Welcome back to the Good Movie Podcast. Woo! We're going to talk about Cocaine Bear. Molly, hello.
Ellie, hello. That's us introduced.
Done. This isn't our normal format, or the format that we're hoping to proceed with.
Yeah.
But we saw Cocaine Bear. If you didn't get that from the other stuff,
You missed the first 30 seconds of this.
yeah, and we didn't want to not talk about it, so we're gonna do a short and quick episode because we couldn't not talk about Cocaine Bear. Let's be real.
There's only so much that needs to be said about Cocaine Bear, but in a good way.
Yeah,
And that's, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Obviously, from this point, there's going to be spoilers. We're going to talk about the movie. So, don't spoil it for yourself. Go watch the movie and then come back.
Although I will say, if you're hesitant, there's not really that much to spoil. Same kind of vibe. There's a bear. There's some cocaine.
Yeah.
Everything kind of unfolds exactly as you would think it would unfold.
If you don't want specific details,
Yeah.
but if you don't care, then you're fine. So keep
Stick
listening.
with this kid.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Cocaine Bear?
Absolutely. In case the title doesn't kind of tell you what the film's about, I suppose. I don't know. I'll read you the synopsis, though. After a £500... I can't read. I said that right, though. I wasn't ready to say black bear. I knew I was going to mumble that sentence badly.
Oh my god.
Say it again. After a £500 black bear consumes a significant amount of cocaine and embarks on a drug-fueled rampage, an eccentric gathering of cops, criminals and tourists and teenagers assemble in a Georgia forest.
Very nice. It tells you everything you need to know.
It does. There's a bear.
And there's some cocaine.
There's some cocaine.
There's a significant amount of cocaine.
A significant amount.
They weren't lying. So, yeah, our normal format would be to introduce it, go see it, and then give you our initial thoughts. But we saw it yesterday, so we're going to talk to you about it now.
We don't want to lie to you.
Yeah, no, we've got to be honest on this podcast. If there's one thing we are, it's honest.
It's on it.
What were you thinking going into it? What were your thoughts going into Cocaine Bear?
I don't know if I watched a trailer for it. I feel like I did maybe watch like a TV spot for it because I remember a scene or two. I thought, which is exactly what it was. I was like, it's Sharknado, but more what I want, which is a bear rather than a shark. And rather than
just a bear.
Just a bear.
Just swapping Sharknado for a bear is what you'd had in mind this whole time.
Rather than like a natural disaster, it's drugs.
Right. So it really hit the spot for you.
I've been praying for this.
Elizabeth Banks answered your prayer.
She heard me.
She heard you.
What did you think?
I felt the same. I feel like there is the video that went viral, which we soon discovered was the man who was actually in Cocaine Bear of
course.
I think his name's Scott, saying, here's everything you need to know before watching Cocaine Bear. And then he goes, nothing. You don't need to know anything about Cocaine Bear. And when you come out of Cocaine Bear, you are
free.
In the exact same position that you were before, but better.
You know, you watched Cocaine Bear, you experienced Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
You wanted to snort cocaine with Cocaine Bear.
Cokie. She has a name.
Ma'am,
this is a Wendy's.
Yeah, this is a Georgian forest. This is a nature reserve.
Nature reserve. Give me your initial thoughts. When we exited the cinema, what did you think? What was going through your head?
Firstly, is there going to be a sequel?
Okay.
Because, yeah, I don't know what it'd be.
There were end credit scenes.
There were end credit scenes. There were 2 end credit scenes, to which everyone stood up. And
everyone was gone.
Yeah. And I wanted to watch end credit scenes. And we did. It was fine. When I came out of the cinema, I thought that was really fun. It was everything I'd hoped for. I thought no one's allowed to dislike the movie because you went into a movie called Cocaine Bear. What did you expect that wasn't what you watched?
Yeah.
So therefore, no one's allowed to say it's a bad film.
That's exactly what we said when we left. We were like, if you come out of it not liking it...
That's on you.
But a little bit, because it's like, it told you what it was going to do, and then it delivered exactly what it said it was going to deliver. And
You shouldn't have gone in to see a film called Cocaine Bear if that's not what you wanted.
Yeah, maybe Cocaine Bear wasn't for you. And that's not Elizabeth Banks' fault.
No.
And I'll die on that hill.
That's your fault for not having taste.
Oh, she's getting aggressive on episode 2. Last episode, she didn't want to rate it anything lower than 5 stars. This episode, she's telling you you're straight trash if you didn't like Cocaine Bear. Give me your standout moments. What did you think when it was happening? Which bits were you like, this is great and I'm loving it?
My favourite bit, it's more, I suppose it's more stuck in my mind, is just the ambulance bit.
Yeah.
I thought that was really fun. I liked what would you call someone who drives an ambulance?
An ambulance driver.
The paramedics were great.
No, paramedics was right. I'm sorry.
As you said, it was the guy we saw the viral video, so Ellie then turned to me and went, "That's the guy from the video."
Yeah.
And I was like,
you were like, who?
And then he came on, I was like, ah! That makes so much sense why he made that video. I thought he was just a fan of Cocaine Bear, but now I get it. So the ambulance bit, I was like, this is cracking. What a brilliant scene, Elizabeth Banks.
It was very good.
Packed in everything I wanted.
It was good. It was gruesome, which is a contrast to what you said last week.
I was just about to say, we started the podcast last week and we were like, wow, this is so fun. We watched a serious movie where we had to sit and think. And then I said...
And that was for Knock at the Cabin.
And that was for Knock at the Cabin. And then I also said, love that there was no gore, because I don't like gore. But Cocaine Bear's changed my mind.
This film, you were like, give me all the gore. Snap more legs.
Snap more legs. Grate your face on that pavement even more.
Oh!
I wanted more.
That was horrid. That was horrid.
That was the bit that made me cringe the most, because I can deal with, like, blood.
Yeah.
When Cokie was eating those kneecaps, I didn't mind.
Yeah.
I support women.
Munch down, babe. I support women's wrongs.
Yeah, a bit too far with the...
Yeah.
On the pavement.
You haven't seen it yet, but as a side note, in the new Evil Dead Rise trailer, one of them takes a cheese grater to someone's leg. And that is the same vein to me as having your face scraped across pavement. That's foul.
That's unfortunate, because maybe I can't go watch Evil Dead now knowing that.
Yeah.
This took me by surprise.
Mommy's with the maggots.
I love it so much.
I very much enjoyed the bear crashing out on Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah.
That whole scene, actually, with the cop on top of the gazebo and actually, what does she call them? Delinquents. O'Shea's takedown of the trio. The delinquent trio.
I liked him and Alden Ehrenreich's, their, like, entire bit. I was like, and then them walking with the one boy. That bit, I was like, this is just really fun.
Yeah. I liked their whole dynamic. They worked well together.
I was telling you, but I'm going to share it more because I think it's a really fun fact. Alden Ehrenreich was discovered because he did a video for his friend's bar mitzvah that Steven Spielberg watched and then got him an agent. And Steven Spielberg was like, wow, this kid's so good in comedy, but he's only picked dramatic roles. That's really, like, weird, because, like, that's unfortunate because everyone should know how funny he is. Mm-hmm. And this film, I'm so glad he did this film, because I'm like, yeah.
He was really funny.
Yet again, Steven Spielberg's right, everyone.
Steven Spielberg influenced Cocaine Bear in ways that you can't even imagine.
If Steven Spielberg's daughter hadn't been in a bar mitzvah video with Alden Ehrenreich, then we would not have had Cocaine Bear.
In the way that Cocaine... Yeah. Wow.
Thank God for Steven Spielberg.
Thank God for Steven Spielberg, which applies to everything. Put it on a bumper sticker. I loved the kids. We got out and we were like, what's that girl from? And then both went, oh, she's from the Florida Project. Of course, she's such a good actress. I spent the entire time being like, this has to be a Nepo baby. Like, she has to be a Nepo baby. I just can't describe it. And then, yeah, it turned out she wasn't at all. She was from the Florida Project.
She's just a British...
And then I was like, that's where I've seen her before. In terms of the ending, rounded out quite nicely. Cokie was fine. Her babies were fine.
It was an emotional ending.
It was.
We thought Cokie was going to die. And then her little bears run over, and I was like, oh, God, I'm going to cry at two coked up bears crying over their mother that's been pushed off a cliff by Ray Liotta. And then at that point, it all kind of rounded out to me. It was a family movie, because there was a mum protecting not her two children, her child and another child. And then Alden Ehrenreich, I guess, protecting his son who wasn't there. And then the Cubs and their mum. And I was like, oh, it's just about family, isn't it?
Yeah, just like Vin Diesel always says.
Maybe the real Cocaine Bear was the family made along the way.
Yeah? Maybe the real family was the Cocaine Bears. No? Not sure.
Could have gone better.
No. You nailed it. No, but the ending was good. I was glad that I didn't really think they were going to kill her. I'm glad they didn't. She deserves all the success.
She didn't do anything wrong.
I support women's wrongs.
I support women's wrongs.
No, it was good to... do I think they're going to do a sequel With her in it, no.
I thought when the two cubs came on, I didn't know they were her babies. I thought they were quokers. I think is how you say it. And I thought they were then teasing a sequel with...
Cocaine quoker?
Cocaine!
Is it not like cocaine?
I thought... Because I think at that point I was like, oh, cameo by the start of this movie.
Like MCU levels,
Yeah,
like teasing Reed Richards 2 years ahead.
The kid was like, they're fine, no need to worry about them. And I thought they were gone. I thought they were going to appear again. Number 2.
Do we know it's quoker? Or is it coca? Because if it's coca, that's even funnier.
Q-U...
Yeah.
K-K... No, Q-U-O-K-K-A.
It's got to be quoker.
Daisy Quoker, world's scariest animal.
Who's that?
That's the film I was telling you I was watching with Sam Neill.
Oh my goodness.
Animated
yeah,
movie.
sorry, I remember now.
I think it's Quoker.
We'll have to Google it.
In summary.
So, presumably, we aren't getting Cocaine Bear 2. But Elizabeth Banks has said... Well, I don't know. I don't know. But Elizabeth Banks has said that she wants to do a sequel. Or like another.
The universe.
Yeah. Can't think of anything. Couldn't think of anything quick enough. She said that, if I recall correctly, she said she wanted to do Cocaine Shark.
Yeah, well, she said Jaws. Another Steven Spielberg win. Thank God for Steven Spielberg, we'd never have got Cocaine Bear.
How would you feel about a Cocaine Shark?
I don't know how it would work realistically, because I think I liked the realism of this movie. I don't know what would happen to a bear on cocaine, but that it was like, oh, and the guy dropped the cocaine. So I don't know what happens to cocaine underwater or how a shark would ingest it.
Yeah.
And to a point, that would then be Jaws. So I don't think she's going to do it. I think I'd watch anything she does on that thing. I think maybe it's the new Jaws and it's the better Jaws, perhaps.
Wow.
I don't think it will be. I love Jaws.
Big words.
But yeah, big fighting talk. I think that was a fun reference. I don't think she's going to do Jaws. I reckon she could do another one though.
Yeah, I'd like to see her do another one.
I don't know. She kind of hit the nail on the head with Cocaine Bear though, didn't she? Because how do you top it?
I do agree. I feel like there is a slight, I don't want to say gimmicky, but there is a little bit, because you've had that like, oh, this was great. And it just, like we said, it did what it said it was going to do. It delivered on all fronts. And it's all encompassed in that thing. How do you do that again without it being like you just did the same thing with a different animal?
Maybe she takes another drug.
Maybe.
It's not cocaine.
Heroin horse?
I like the alliteration.
Yeah, I just realised Cocaine Bear wasn't cocaine cow. So I didn't need to worry about
That's the sequel.
Heroin.
Well, the dog at the end also ate the cocaine. Maybe that's our sequel right there. That's Cocaine Dog.
I'm not sure it's got the same.
No.
What was the dog called?
Something like Snuffy.
Was it?
Rosette.
Snuffy. So nothing like Snuffy. Snuffy?
That's something
like a snuff
else.
film. Yeah, Sniffy.
Sniffy. Snorty.
Snorty.
Snuffy. Sniffy.
Oh my goodness.
No, it was Rosette. The dog was called Rosette, I remember now, because it had 2 little bows in its hair.
That was very good memory.
Yeah.
To round this out, I've got 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
One is, what will you be rating it on Letterboxd, or what have you rated it on Letterboxd?
I gave it Cocaine Bear 3.5 stars. And that's it.
3.5 stars.
Yeah. That's like because I'm now learning that's really good.
Well, it's decent.
Yeah.
It was, I could have given it higher. I gave it 3.5 as well. But it was, I just admire it for doing exactly what it was going to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't groundbreaking cinema, but it was good fun, and I had a great time while I was in
I
there.
had a really great time in there. Maybe I'll change it to 4.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it now.
I
And
know.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I've sold it to myself again.
Now I'm reliving it. I'm like, nah, it was good.
gonna do it
Really
now.
good. It was good fun.
It was just, I think, is a funny time. I've not had the joy of watching any kind of film like that, because it was not that like it's a spoofy movie, but in that sense that obviously it's like silly fun.
It was like a B movie.
Yeah, I've never got to watch a film like that in the cinema, so that was a fun experience.
Never? You must have.
No, because I was thinking this the other day, and
You've never had fun in the cinema?
No, I've had fun, but I've not watched a silly fun movie in the cinema. I watched like High School Musical in the cinema.
I see.
Number 3.
Yeah.
And then I've watched Marvel movies in the cinema.
I see. Yeah, you don't go to cinema all
No.
that often, actually.
I do now, though. I'm making a conscious effort.
3.5, I think, is fair. I think you could definitely take it up to 4.
I'm changing mine to 4 right now.
Oh.
Live on the podcast. I don't know how to do it, though.
Damn. Exclusive.
I did it. It's done.
And then my second question.
Oh, yes.
If you were in this scenario, you're in the Chattahoochee National
Reserve.
Park,
Yeah.
National Forest, National Reserve. How are you? You're in the tree.
What am I there for?
You're there for a nice wander.
Do I have
a hot girl walk?
Hot girl walk. Do I have any? Oh, hot girl walk. We blast the tunes out loud and Cokie gets it. Cokie's
No.
also on her hot girl walk.
You're in the tree.
All right.
The scene where they're in the trees. So you're up a tree.
Yeah.
And she, pardon me, Cokie begins to climb the tree. How are you escaping
My
that?
tree?
Yes.
I don't think you could.
You don't think you could?
Because I think if I was on the other tree, to some point I'd chuck myself off. Because if I hurt myself a bit, at least I'm off the tree.
You wouldn't have to if they're climbing the other tree. You could shimmy down.
Oh, yeah. No, because like you'll get down faster though. Because I'm not a quick tree climber. I'm even less fast going down the tree, less security.
Okay.
I'm not making it down the tree very fast.
So, okay, you're standing in a clearing and she's coming towards you. What do you do?
I think they said at the beginning, what is it? The difference between the black and brown bears, like one of them you lay down. I don't know if it's because she was tired, but when they laid down, or Nerak laid down, it was fine, but then she obviously conked out.
You have to fight a black bear and lay down for a brown bear.
So she was a black bear.
I think.
I read out at the
She
beginning
was a
she's
black bear, yeah.
Because I agreed with the couple at the beginning that like she did look kind of brown. So I was like, I don't know what you call a black bear.
No, but like the brown bears are like a grizzly bear from like a film that you would... A film that's not Cocaine Bear.
We Bear Bears. In a realistic sense, I probably would either not move or I would lay on the floor and hope for the best. I know I'm not outrunning the bear, and I don't think I would... I always think when you see someone punch in a film, I'm like, I'd punch wrong and she'd bite my arm. So I think a less fun answer, I'd probably lay on the floor and have a little cry.
But you saw what happened when the park ranger was she wasn't laying down out of choice, but she was crawling, and a swipe alone tore up her leg.
I know, but I don't think I'm making it out of this scenario, is my answer. I'm not gonna live.
She was okay.
Did Margot Martindale live? Because
she was on the stretcher at the end.
Yeah,
they
but
walked past her.
Yeah,
she was laying there for a long time.
Yeah. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? If you...
In the palm of your hand. No, I mean... Look, I'd like to say that I could fight Cocaine Bear. Do I want to? No. She seems like a nice girl. And at the end of the day, I entered her territory. That's on me.
That's so true.
You're in her turf now. Right?
She's allowed to do whatever she wants.
It's not her fault.
If someone came into my home and I was on cocaine, what can I say? If someone came into my home, full stop.
But no, I don't know what I would do. I think you would have to at least try and... But you don't have to fight. When they say like fight, they just mean like don't like, what's the word? Like don't cower to her. Like just act big, look big, and you can scare them off.
That works though when they're not on cocaine.
Yeah, precisely. So I've got no clue what I would do. I would try and be her friend. Maybe her... Well, I mean, throwing the cocaine seemed to do okay if you can grab some of that.
If you got cocaine on you,
yeah,
perfect. In that dream scenario, I'm not in the forest.
The bear is on cocaine in the first place. You're in a dream scenario. Like you can come up with whatever you want. If you want to pull a Minecraft sword from your back pocket, you can have it.
I meant dream as in like, right, I'm in the scenario. How can I make this better? So I thought you meant you're having the best dream because she's on cocaine. You're living the dream, baby.
You said to me earlier that all you've ever wanted was Sharknado with a bear and cocaine. So I'm giving you your dream scenario.
I don't want to be in it.
Right.
I don't want to be in Sharknado either. The most I want to be in is the Meg, because a lot of them make it out.
It's bigger.
But they make it out.
Only because Jason Statham's there.
Exactly. He's still there in my dream scenario.
Oh, okay.
What was the question?
It's over. It's done. All that to say, Give me your final thoughts. What do you want to part with? What do you want to let the people know?
I had a really good time. You should go watch Cocaine Bear.
You should go see it. I agree. Yeah. It was very, very, very good fun.
You just got to go into it not expecting anything. It's a bear on cocaine. What more can I say, Ellie?
What more do you want?
I don't want anything more. I don't need anything more.
I feel like we praised the movie for 20 minutes and then have rated it 3.5 stars. But to me, that is, I could potentially give that more. I had a great time. I liked what Elizabeth Banks did with it, and I hope she does more.
Realistically, that's the thing. If you're reviewing, if you were going to stand there and go, right, what did we want from the film? What did we get from the film? It's 5 stars.
Yeah.
That's
the Venn diagram of what we wanted and what we got
is a circle.
Yeah.
It's a flat line.
Yeah.
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
So yeah, it's technically 5 stars.
Yeah.
But I have a reputation that I have to fight.
If you want to let us know what you thought, if you've seen Cocaine Bear and you want to share your thoughts, you can tweet us at The Good Movie Pod. It'll be in the show notes if you want to find it in the show notes. We said last week we were going to do Skinamarink and then we did this first, but we are doing Skinamarink and that will hopefully be up on Monday, which will be very exciting. Also, we didn't put the episode up on Monday. It's Monday Night Movie Club for us. It's any night movie club for you guys. But that's fine. That's all part of the fun.
You can just listen to it on a Monday.
It's all about the element of surprise.
Who knows when the podcast's going to come out?
They'll just drop.
It's just out.
They'll just drop.
There.
Anything you want to say before we go?
I'm really nervous to watch Skinamarink.
It's gonna be a bit freaky.
Yeah, you keep teasing odd. I don't know anything about it, and then you come in and go, oh, and it's about this, and then I go, oh, and then you come in and go, and it's about this, and I go, oh, okay.
We need to actually make sure we do Skinamarink now, though, because we've said it twice, so we can't not then have a Skinamarink episode.
We're gonna watch it Friday.
We'll do it, yeah, for sure.
Do you have any parting words?
No.
Good. It's handy.
Yeah, nice and...
Time's up.
Time to go. Thank you for listening.
It's been lovely having you here.
I'm already so excited to speak to you next week.
Yeah.
That was really over the top.
I'm going to miss you guys.
Oh, we're getting too much. Okay.
We'll speak soon.
Thanks for listening, guys. We will speak to you next week.